Hey, Joe from Boulez here. So I got a Toyota Venza on my lift right now, and I just got done replacing the rear struts on it. And for those of you who don't know what a bad strut looks like, this is a bad strut. See that? There's no oil left in that. This has been rattling around for a while. I've been telling the customer about it. So they finally decided to replace the rear struts and springs. So that should just stay up by itself. As soon as you release, that should actually slowly go back up on its own. So this was rattling really bad over bumps. So I'm going to give you a brief rundown on what's involved in replacing struts in a 2014 Toyota Venza all-wheel drive. All right, first thing you're going to want to do is put a strap around it after you get the wheel off, just like this, all right? So you're going to want to secure it to a secure spot on the body of the vehicle. And why do you want to do that? Because when you loosen these bolts right here and take them out, the lower strut mount bolts, that whole brake rotor assembly is going to want to drop this way, outward, all right? And it's going to pull the axle joint possibly out of the inner joint. And that's going to turn a really easy job into a suck job, just so you know. I mean, I do that with front, anytime I do this type of thing with the front struts as well. So you're going to want to disconnect the stabilizer link right there if you can get the nut off. You might want to, you can put a little bit of heat to it, but if you put too much heat to it, the nylon socket in there gets melted, and then you're going to have a rattle over bumps. I checked these beforehand. They weren't loose. Customers on a budget, so we're reusing them. I was able to get that nut off just fine. Sometimes you have to squeeze the back because there's no flats on it. You take a pair of vice grips and get in there and squeeze them and get it out the rest of the way. So you got your ABS, your ABS wiring here. There's a 10 millimeter nut there, and underneath you have that bolt right up there that holds the brake hose in. And I'll show you on top real quick what you got to loosen up there. All right, you got these plastic covers you just pull off on the top, 14 millimeter nuts on the top. Both sides are like that, super easy. So you loosen them after you get everything else done on the bottom and just drop it down through the bottom. So a little tip for you, when you're putting a new strut back in, just get a floor jack, put it underneath here if you're working by yourself, and jack up the knuckle and get the studs back up through the top of the shock tower, and then thread your nuts on from there. So yeah, this is just a quick rundown. I didn't have time to do a really in-depth as I took it apart and put it back together video. Just, you know, obviously today's world, replace the struts with quick struts. It's so much better. You get the new springs, you get the back end freshened up. These are Monroe quick struts. I use these. I haven't had a problem with them. Some people say they ride a little stiffer than OEM. I have not had a problem with them. And with a vehicle of this age, over 10 years old, I mean, I'm sure they're going to be fine. I have not had an issue. I would stay away from the cheap ones, though, because in a year you'll have a rattling going on, especially with the fronts. I've done cheap strut assemblies in the front, and the bearings in the shock tower just went out horrible. So don't be that person that cheaps out. Anyway, you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, share the video with your mechanic friends. And remember, if you're not experienced and you don't really know what you're doing, don't try and tackle this job. All right, we'll see ya. Bye.